everyone. It's me, Jerry, in the middle of the forest. Except I'm in a parking lot right now. I just finished my fake and bake. During the month of October, I go 3 times a week because, well, number one, I love the feeling of the heat on my hip and my back. And, hey, my camera, I have to adjust this. There we go. I love the feeling of the heat on my back, on the hip. It feels marvelous. Open this up. There we go. Now I get to see you better. Sorry about that first part. My head was cut off. I wanted to give a precursor video to the video I'll be doing tonight on the live. I'll be talking about what my plans are for October. So that should be fun. And I hope, of course, you're going to join me with the live tonight. I am heading off to work now. No surprise right there. Enjoying my first cup of coffee for the morning. Oh, so good. When I got here, she didn't have any customers. And now the floodgates have opened. Everybody wants their hair cut. This morning I woke up very early. It was the bladder knocking. Took care of that, realized, yeah, it's 4:30. Ladybug hasn't been feeling very good lately. I think she not is necessarily coming down with anything, but it's the change of season, I think. And yesterday she was picking at her food. She enjoys ground beef. That's what she likes. So I thought, well, let's start the morning off early, make our ground beef. Together, we both shared a pound of the Butcher Box grass-fed ground beef. Hers was plain, of course. Mine had salt in it. I threw in a couple extra halves at the end pieces, small little chunks of cold butter. But in my half of a pound of ground beef, I included for my portion about 4 ounces, a third of the package of Quick Trip bacon, chopped up, fried up, put that in there. And I put in 2 hard-boiled eggs, mixed it up, put hot sauce on because I just adore hot sauce. And it's, in my opinion, a condiment, a sauce that I enjoy. Nothing special. There's no carbs to it. Really, it's the spice, it's the zest. And then at the top, I sprinkled a couple of the cold pieces of butter as I was eating it, so it wasn't cold melted fat on my plate. And Ladybug, obviously, she wolfed hers down. Now for the morning, I changed her diet up a bit. She'll still get the ground beef along with me. I don't put eggs in there. She likes eggs. She has a tendency to beg us, primarily Jack, for the rest of his breakfast so she can lick his plate clean. Don't worry. I have a super hot sanitizing dishwasher, so it is what it is. Although the dog likes eating her dog food on a paper plate in the afternoon when Jack feeds her. But I digress. In addition to her 8 ounces of ground beef, I will put in her 2 ounces of that new dehydrated, dried, naturally dried beef that also has, I'm going to make a turn here, that also has organ meat in it. And if you would like to order that from the Full Moon Company, comment down below. I will be happy to give you a 30% discount to get the product. It's good. It's meant probably by the company to be a supplemental dried dog food. Not a supplemental, I should say. Not a supplemental in the way I'm feeding it to Ladybug, but it's meant to be a dry dog food. I'm still going to continue to give her the ketogenic dry dog food. She doesn't eat a lot of it. She eats it if she wants to snack or if she's hungry between meals, which is not, in my opinion, the way I eat. I don't snack between meals. I either eat a meal, and instead of snacking, instead of the snack food, I'll have a steak, for example, and my sides would be hard-boiled eggs and maybe some salmon for the sides. That would be a full meal, as opposed to saying, okay, at 1 o'clock I'm going to have hard-boiled eggs, and at 5 o'clock I'm going to have the steak and the salmon. You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with this? So I want to lay out for you my intentions to coach. I have my first person that I'm coaching, so whoop, whoop, I'm very excited. And I want to tell you this story after I stop and use the restroom, so hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, we are rolling. So yesterday, as you know, I uploaded the video while I was at church, so I didn't want to start a brand new video about the news. I figured, why not just do a video on Monday? So here we go. The same lady that I spoke with about the health Bible study that they just started this past Monday. Every Monday they're meeting, and I explained to you guys last week that I can't get into it because I work second shift and they're meeting on second shift, so wah. But she told me, getting on the on-ramp, she told me that as we were talking in the church vestibule a few weeks ago, when I signed up to do the Bible study at church in conjunction with diet, how the diet aligns itself with God's will and eating in accordance to our Christian beliefs. So I don't know what the program is. Obviously, again, I'm not in it, but she said that she was impressed with my demeanor and me wanting to help people, that she asked if I would coach her. And that's the kind of tongue-tied I felt in my head when she made the comment, but it was the same feeling like when you get in my old profession of real estate. It was the same feeling when you get a new buyer or a new seller and they're doing it for the first time, and you walk with them hand in hand and get them from owning zero house to being a homeowner in their time frame. So I said, of course, quite confidently, because that's how I roll, I said, why, certainly, I would be happy to help you. And she asked what I charge for doing coaching. And again, I told her what my prices were. Now, in recap, in case you didn't watch any of my past videos, please understand, I come to people where they are. That's why I eliminated the carnivore Jerry part of my name in the middle of the forest, because by now you guys all know I am carnivore, and you all know my name is Jerry. But I don't want people to think she's only going to talk about eating meat, and I just can't do that. I have to do vegetables or whatever the case may be. That's how I started, you guys. I had to do baby steps. I had to look at the videos of Dr. Fung, listen to the audio books of Dr. Fung, watch the Dr. Berry, Dr. Chafee, all the doctors' videos, and formulate and come up with something that works for me based on real foods. Listen, I used to spend a fortune eating off of a sales flyer from my weekly grocery store. Whatever the flyer says was on sale, that's what we ate. So the kid in his lunch, he took a lot of fruit roll-ups because that a lot of the time was on sale back in the day. But I'm kicking myself now as a mother, a one and done mother, of what I could have done to better his health by eating real whole foods and not all that garbage. My husband, on the other hand, again, ladies, if you know, you know, you have to pick your battles. You cannot come at them saying, do this, turn or burn, you must only eat meat. I found a package, it's not freezer burnt, but it's been in my freezer in the basement for quite some time, of corn. That's the only vegetable he likes. Or an iceberg lettuce salad with cheese. Maybe he'll have an occasional dressing of like an Italian dressing on it, etc. But that's the extent of it. So I have to treat him gingerly and his needs and his wants. I went so far as to get my ice cream maker out of the mothball, shall we say, and I wanted to make the Dr. Kilt's ice cream with the cream and the egg yolks and the pinch of salt and the vanilla bean. I did all that. It was delicious, but I know his taste buds. So when I was eating that yesterday, I knew it didn't have enough sugar for his particular palate, so I didn't dare serve it to him. Is he gonna go ballistic and start screaming over ice cream? Probably not. He screams enough about other things, but not ice cream. He just won't eat it, or he'll feed it to the dog. And that's perfectly fine, because there's nothing in that ice cream that's going to hurt the dog. It's just, it tasted to me like Culver's custard, except it didn't have the sweetness, because my taste buds are now acclimated to not having sweets. So that is that. So I bought him Culver's custard. It's better than getting him, it's not better for me, don't misunderstand. It's better I get him that than I get him any of the other store-bought ice creams that are out there with all the gums and ingredients up the yin-yang. And I'm supporting a local business, but I will continue to eat the Kilt's ice cream. It was delicious. Now, this lady, for example, because she's my first person, she said she's been following me along on YouTube. She said she doesn't comment. She's shy, which is perfectly fine. I understand. I would be going to her. She's a local person. So I am basing my fees, my price, and the meal plan I devised for her based on her wants and her needs. Baby steps, if you will. So again, nothing happens overnight. This is my first client, customer. I let her know full well, I just started this business. I don't have business cards. I don't have insurance, errors and omissions insurance. I don't have a contract at this point in time. So for those of you coaches out there that are saying, I'm playing Russian roulette, putting the gun to my head in giving advice, please understand, from now until we meet, I will be formulating a very simple contract between her and I, saying that she is in agreement and she has agreed by contacting and contracting with me on this document that I am going to teach her based on her wants and her needs how to be successful at losing weight. It can't get any simpler than that. It really can't. I'm not going to be doing YouTubes in her house. I am not going to take my camera along and surreptitiously record any of our conversations. Absolutely not. You will not know her name. You will not see her. It's customer confidentiality. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's very exciting. That's it. Tonight I am going to talk about what my plans are for October and touch base on that. It's only going to be an hour live. Of course, you can watch the rebroadcast if you don't stay up or if you're not up at 11 o'clock Eastern. My time is 10 o'clock Central Standard Time because I work second shift and I come home at 9:30. So, I hope to see many of you there tonight. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And have a lovely rest of your day. Toodles!